Hello, welcome along. We've just skipped forward a day, just sorting out what we're going to do. So, this episode we are continuing with our onion harvest, which we already started last episode. This was recommended by one of our viewers in our last stream. She wanted us to do, Anne, I believe it was. Anne O'Gorman, was it? She wanted us to do an onion harvest, so that's what we're doing. We're doing an onion harvest. I've never done one on this map before. We've already taken one load of onions down to the sell point, and we've got to head back over now. Are we out of food? Just need to put my little settings on. We want the field info trigger on. Right, we've got food in there, we've got a little bit of water in there, so that should be okay. Let us know in the chat if you can hear me and everything. There's not many people on at the moment, so it's not a problem. Right, we've got to go up to the top of the hill. So I'm going to set a worker off, I think. We're over here. Let's try and set a worker off. Can't remember how we set a worker off to drive. Let's put the menu in. Can we do this? It's not. Oh, create job. Here we go. Select a vehicle. Gotta go down here. Where are we? Down here. I have to jump out. Active workers, create job, select. I've got to select it. It's over here somewhere. There you go. Set destination. So you want to go up here. This worker will probably get us in all sorts of trouble. I think the path's down here. Select. Hopefully they'll get there. We're going to set off another. There's a bit of a trick with doing contracts that once you get the full contract, once you've harvested enough for the contract to tick over, whether the harvest has been, the field's been completely harvested, it ticks over and you can't harvest any more of the crop. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my truck, wherever it may be. Oh, that's down at the shop, so I'll grab a tractor then. What we got around here? I'll grab this one. I was going to grab the Unimog, but the Unimog is up at the shop. So this trailer here, I think we can put another trailer on the back of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and load up as much harvest as I can, and then hopefully we'll have a good amount of harvest, enough of onions for ourselves. Is that open? Unfold hitch. Don't know if this will hitch up. It might. Oh, it might not actually. Oh, it does. It's letting me. I'm going to get myself into all sorts of trouble, aren't I now? Right, let's disconnect that one. We'll pull it out. Try not to kill the dog, or kill the dog. Put this one here. It's never going to work, that wasn't. It's never going to work. Oh God, I'm going over the dog again, look. Right, hitch this back up. Then we'll just unhitch this. back that one up. So then hopefully we'll have a bit of crop left over. This might struggle, but worst case scenario, I'll have to go and pick the Unimog up. Swinging the camera around, sorry for your bit motion sickness. Alright, close that window down. Just put the map up. I think we can get to it through up here, I think. Ooh, driving on the wrong side of the road, look. I think we can get to it from over here. Yeah, we can, just about. I'll go down this way. Whoa, wiggly wobbly. Looking at the map. Yeah, so just follow this road all the way around. Kind of where we're heading over, I think, to the top of the screen. I do like this little settlement farm down here. It's very cool. So left here and then over the bridge again. And then up the hill. That's where we're going to struggle if we're going to struggle anywhere, is going up the hill. Ooh. So we've got the bunting trailer, which is part of the DLC, wasn't it, for the Highland fishing? Bunting. It's starting to sound like Dory from Finding Nemo. Now, this is where we're going to struggle. She's struggling now. Should have big black smoke coming out of the exhaust by now, surely. It's like a false flat. We're going to get steeper now, look. Well, a false flat, a false. It looks almost like it's going flat, but then it gets steeper. Going to struggle getting up here. Come on! This is why we need the Unimog. Really struggling up this hill. Are we about there? We're about there. And then we're going to go up again. Here we go. We're nearly there. We're nearly there. Looks like the worker made it up here okay. Definitely need some bigger kit. We've made it. Right, I suppose we'll go and jump into the harvester. It's doing quite well actually. We've got a fair bit left to do, as you can see. Lots of weeds in this field. Might have to knock the time back a bit because I don't know if we're going to get it done. We do have another month to get our crops in, I think, so we need to get some crops in. So yeah, got nearly 50%, no, 45% full, just gone. Still got, yeah, okay, got a few little bits to do. Oh, I like the monitor screen, that's cool. sorry if the I've got a fan on at the moment, so sorry if that's, let us know in the chat if it's a bit annoying you. I'll turn it down, but it's really hot in this room. It's 29 degrees at the moment. Like I say, this is a contract someone asked us to do in the last chat. So we're going over the onions, I think. Missed that, didn't I? Let's back up a bit. Thought I did. Picking up. Yeah. Supposed to get, well, we're in the UK, obviously I am, but it's supposed to get, in real life, it's supposed to get to 37 degrees, they're saying, tomorrow, where I am, which is well hot. Ridiculous, really. Let's jump in here then. I have to back up and swing in, I think. I'll have to go through the woods. I'm not going to get the swing in. Pop this over here, I think. See anything there. Going a bit blind. Got no wing mirrors, that's the problem. I think right there, that's the wall. It's a shame it doesn't give you what yield you're getting from the field, even though it's a contract. Hopefully it's not going to glitch out and we'd fail the contract because there's not enough onions or something on the contract. We'll see, I guess. So yeah, so this was a I was saying earlier, this was a contract that one of the viewers on the last stream wanted to do an onion harvest. So, and what was her name? Anne O'Gorman, I think it was. So we're doing it. I don't think we've got anywhere we can store this on the farm, the onions, for the extra onions that we're going to have. Might have to have a little look at some point. Or we just tip them in a shed or something. I don't know when the best time is to sell them. Or if we can make them into something. How come I'm missing those then? Oh, we got full load again. Blimey, that was quick. Loading in. I'm gonna try and get this thing in. Made it. Got that there. I like this trailer. Very nice. Not watching what I'm doing. Right. Another float. Cool. We're getting a fair few off these though. I do love the old and the new fast tracks. Very nice. Must be about halfway through on this field, I think. Must be. %40 through on the contract now then. Whoa. It's filling up rapidly. I'll spin it round and put it on this road, then maybe by the time we come back down this line we can quickly empty off as we go by. Maybe. I reckon about there. I might be completely wrong, but let's give it a go. Ooh. Don't need the lights on. Having a disco. Maybe a bit further down, maybe. Might have judged that a little wrong. We'll see, I guess. Of course, it's on the wrong side, isn't it? Completely judged that one wrong. Aha! Getting a little bit of lag on the console. Not a massive amount, just when it's full, it's filling up about 94–95%. Yeah, doing quite well actually. We're running through this. The chat is open if anyone wants to leave us a message or anything. If you're enjoying this video, please leave us a like. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel because that'll help my channel out massively. If you're enjoying this video, so should we grow onions ourselves? What do you reckon, chat? Any ideas? I know you can clean them and that gives them, and bag them, that gives them a better resale value. Inadvertently hired a worker then, I didn't mean to do that. And again, what's going on? We're out there, aren't we? got that last bit. Yeah. Well, 100% actually, I've just only realised. Not paying attention. Can't get any more in there. Leave this one here. I'm going to grab this one. Try and catch it on the way back. Right there, maybe. It's an absolute beast, this thing. Some onions there in the grass, I think. Oh yeah, there was about 3, I think. messed that up a little bit, but never mind. See how we go on that run. Oh, that's not down. That's annoying. Now we're picking up. think I'll just fill this one up, I think, and then I'll go and take a load down to where we need to take it. Could do with a lorry, really. Set a worker up, I guess, but we're still going to fill it up, aren't we? Yeah, I'll just carry on. Could do with a couple more trailers, or at least something a bit bigger. Right, take this load down. This has got a bit more powerful than ours. Ours is a bit slower, but we have got 2 trailers on the back of that one, so put them a thing on where we need to go. That's all we need to go. Such a good view up here over the map. On 52% done now on the map, on the contract. Facing the wrong way, look. Never do. we have got working traffic lights. That's cool. Thought the other ones weren't working. Last episode, they seem like they are. I hope we're going the right way. I think we are actually. Yeah, we are. She's struggling. I think it's straight on, I think. That's one way anyway, can't go down there. That's the dairy, is it? So that's where you drop milk if you need to. We'll go the way we came, I think. Here, I think this is the one we came up, wasn't it? I think, wasn't it? I think so. Try and get the map up. Yeah, that's the right one. We just follow it round. could go up there. It probably is as long as it is short, because it's kind of in the middle of nowhere really. Oopsie. Oh, we're not far from getting this done, are we? Really not that far from getting this field done. rattling through this harvest. So thanks, Anne, for saying do the onion harvest. I actually quite enjoyed doing this, even though I'm carting and not actually doing the harvest per se. Kind of carting everything around. I guess I could jump on the harvester and let her work, unload, but then I've got to keep unloading. A few more runs, hasn't he, I think, on the harvester, I think. Like I say, could do with some more trailers really up here, but we haven't got any. Hopefully we'll get 100% completion then. Hopefully. it doesn't glitch out. We'll see, I guess. Like I said, depending if people are jumping into the stream, there's a few people jumping in and out. Doing a contract that was one of the people in the chat said on the last episode I should go and do an onion harvest, so I'm doing the onion harvest. I wasn't overly keen on doing the onion harvest, I must admit, but actually I've quite enjoyed doing it. I have really enjoyed it, so thank you, Anne. I really appreciate it. I quite enjoyed doing it, even though I'm not driving the harvester. It's kind of nice going around collecting all the onions, and we should have a nice big paycheck after doing this as well, which is always good. I think it's about 25,000 this contract is, so always good. Hopefully we'll get some onions out of it as well. As in, we get to keep some of the onions. I mean, obviously we're going to get onions, but you know what I mean. Oh, thank you for the like, muchly appreciated. If you are enjoying the video, please leave us a like, and if you're enjoying this, please subscribe to the channel. It'll help me out massively. We're trying to break 300 subscribers, no, 200 subscribers. I'm ahead of myself. We're trying to break 200 subscribers, and we've not quite managed it yet. Keep getting close, and then it ends up going back down the subscriber count. But yeah, help me try and hit 200 subscribers. Help me out massively. Keep accidentally hiring a worker. It's very annoying. Never mind. Hey. Is the worker finished? Looks like the worker may have finished. Looks like he's trying to take out the block wall. Stone wall. Don't do that. We've got one more run by the looks of it. One more run. Yeah. Last episode I bought some coal, and I was hoping to make a bit of a profit on it, and I ended up making a bit of a loss on. I sold one pallet and accidentally sold a second pallet, and we made a loss on it. So I'm not quite sure how you make money on coal. I'm guessing there's a point that the coal will go through the roof, because I think I bought a pallet for 4,500, and I end up selling it for like 1,300 quid, which was terrible. So we've got a load of pallets of coal at the coal sell point at the moment, waiting to be sold. I can check to see when the good time is to sell it, but I think we'll be probably waiting another game year, I think, before we can sell it, or getting on for a game year. Try and pick a bit more up, because I don't want the contract to necessarily click over and then complete contract and we've got a load of onions left on the floor. It's a bit of a quandary what to do. I'm guessing there's going to be at least another run down there. I need maybe 2 runs, maybe 3. Like I say, I don't want to lose all the onions that we've harvested. Because once the contract ticks over, I think we lose it all. Yeah, that AI worker's finished. We could do with some more trailers. Take this load down. I guess we could bring the Unimog up, hire a trailer. Let's have a look, see if there's anything in the... Oh, here we go. What we got here? Got a muck spreader. That's a good spreader, that is, isn't it? Oh, it's got, you can seed with that, can we? I've bought a fertiliser spreader though, but there you go. In the last episode, oopsie, hope nobody saw that. I'll take this load down. You can certainly feel the weight in the back of this trailer, because when you're going downhill it really pushes the trailer, almost speeds up. Right now. Freewheeling down there. Racing line and all that. Right, T-junction, chuck a left. Blimey, that bus wasn't taking any prisoners again. Invisible man's crossing the road, look. Up the hill. I do like this map, it's very good. It's up the hill here, I think, isn't it? Yeah. Just reminds me of York. I suppose that, you know, any northern place, I guess, with all the sort of cobbled areas, cobbled roads and stuff. It's good, I like it. I like this map. I like it a lot. Hoping it's not quite done yet so we can pick some more onions up. %85 complete. We're getting there. We're getting there. Breathe in. Oops, just caught the back of that. Oh God. I didn't jump the light, I hit the light. It's had way too much inertia then carrying me along. I ought to probably reuse my race wheel actually. I'm not actually using a wheel, I'm using a controller, but I'm sure you can probably tell that with all the little jerky movements with the steering. You just crossed the road without even being on red. Now I've got another invisible person walking across the road as well. Right, let's buzz down here. I'll have to have a look. Can you go over the bridge? I wonder if you can go over the bridge. I'll have to have a check that out at some point. Whoa, jumping trailer. What was that all about? Comes the bus coming through. Struggling to get up the hill. Come on. Not as bad as the other JCB though, with those two trailers. That's going to be carnage going down the hill. I think we'll have to get a new JCB, I think. Great. Going. just do these little bits on the end here actually. Pick them bits up. Ah, getting there, aren't we? Certainly getting there. Trying to think, we've not got any other trailers. This is the only, they're the only two we've got over there. I guess I could have made that budding a bit bigger. Could have put the bigger boards on that. I think you can make that bigger. So I think what I'll do is I'll fill up that trailer and then I'll probably call it a stream, and then we'll finish up on the next episode. Slow that time down as well actually a little bit so we don't run out of light. Ooh. Put it sort of real time. What are we doing? Need to save it as well. Let's save the game. So don't lose any of our progress. Let's try and get a full load in. I think we're going to be alright for the light actually, even if we're at +5 speed, but we'll just keep it as is for now. It gives us a bit of options for light wise, because we're about finished it anyway. I do like the ground deformation. It does look good when you've done like a job all in one go. It's a shame that it disappears once you come out of the game. It does look good. It is tempting to go and get a trailer on the back of the Unimog, even if we lease one. I don't know. We might be all right. We might be all right. We've got 3 and a bit runs left. I guess we could always tip some down at the farm, couldn't we? Our farm. And then just hold fire. I think this load's going to be full, isn't it? I think. This will be full, I think, after this. That is full, isn't it, I think? No, not quite, actually. It's a quandary, that is. What to do? See how we go. Move this out of the way. Definitely going to need to bring another trailer up here, I think. My concern is if we don't, and once we complete the contract, we're going to lose the crop that's on the floor. I don't know if that's a thing anymore, or if it's a thing still. It was a thing. Like I say, I think we'll call it a stream. We will an episode. We will definitely come back to this because we nearly finished it anyway. But time in real life is getting on for me. I'm struggling a little bit for time because my lad's going to be back from nursery soon, and we're at a point that we probably need to get another trailer up here so we don't lose this crop on the ground. So tune in for the next instalment. I'm probably going to be streaming tomorrow, so if you want to catch it live, it will be on tomorrow, which will be in the morning I think now, because things have happened in my private life. My little boy's got to leave nursery early, so we'll probably be looking in the morning, so maybe 9 o'clock maybe in the morning, UK time. So if you've enjoyed this episode, please leave us a like. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel because it will really help me out massively. You guys have been awesome. I've been This Gaming Man, and until the next time, we shall see you soon.